Is the Meta Social Media Professional Certificate worth it? I'm going to break down all of that for you in this video. Hi, welcome back to my channel, Optimistic Maggie. On this channel, if you're new here, I talk about social media, content creation, and entrepreneurship. And for today's video, I'm going to be sharing my personal experience with doing the certification program and whether or not I thought it was worth it or not. So you've probably seen my face before on one of Meta's recent campaign regarding this particular program, and you've heard a little bit about my story. I knew that to switch careers, I needed new skills. So when I saw Meta had a social media marketing certificate program that I could do all online, it clicked. So I wanted to be able to do a full video talking about the entire experience for me so that you can then decide if it is worth it for you, if social media marketing is something you're interested in doing. So let's get started. So the first question is probably, why did I choose to do this particular certification? There are so many others out there. Why this one in particular? And honestly, when I think about doing something, especially anything certification or anything that requires my time, I look at the return on investment. And so for me, I was looking at, okay, if I do this certification, how will it help my resume? How will it help me to promote myself on LinkedIn or even just make myself more attractive to recruiters? And so because for my particular situation, I didn't go to school for marketing, so I don't have that formal education. I was transitioning from a career from social services into social media marketing, which is a passion that I found that I really, truly loved while I was in my old job. And so doing this certification, what I realized in my research is that I would be able to have proof that I was certified to put it on not only my resume, but you could put it on your LinkedIn for recruiters to see. And I also like the fact that I didn't get one certification, but I got a 2-for-1 deal. So in addition to getting a certificate for being the Meta social media professional, you also get their Meta Digital Associate certificate as well. And this is something that usually costs $100 and something for you to do the exam for that specific certification. So that was a win-win for me to begin with. The second thing is the cost. It was super cost effective. So I talked about the fact that I wouldn't be able to go back to school because, going back to school wasn't an option for me. That was something that I really talked about in that campaign that I did. And what some people probably aren't aware of, for us immigrants, until we reach a certain status in Canada, we cannot work and go to school at the same time. And that was my situation. However, I didn't want to have my life on pause until all of this got figured out, because that was during the time when, the pandemic came and a lot of things were being in the backlog pretty much. And so this certification was super cost effective. It was only $62 a month. And to be completely honest, even if I had the status that would allow me to go to school and work at the same time, going back to school is expensive, y'all. It is super expensive. And I also didn't want to spend money on something that I eventually realized maybe I don't really like this and it's not what I thought it was. So this was the perfect way for me to do something, learn, gain new knowledge, and know that this is definitely what I want to do. So for $62 a month, this is in Canadian, I was able to pace myself on a monthly basis to budget this out. The program was estimated to be finished in about 6 to 7 months. So depending on how quickly you get through the course, you can definitely, budget how much you would need to spend in the time that you're doing the certificate program for. For me, I was able to finish it in about 5 months just because of how I paced myself. Which brings me to my third point, which was the fact that I was able to do it at my own pace. I didn't have to worry about attending a class at a certain time and possibly missing out and anything like that. I was already working full time, and so I was looking for something that would allow me to do it on my own time pretty much. So what I did is I worked a 9 to 5. So when I came home every single day, I would at least dedicate 1 hour towards doing a course or a module within the certification. And that helped me to pretty much be on track, finish it in a relatively good time for me, and also start promoting myself as being certified so that I could attract clients. At the time I was freelancing, so it was also mainly because I wanted to be able to show to my clients that I know what I'm doing. here's why you should work with me. I'm not just someone who's doing this off the fly, but I have some valuable certification that has prepared me to help you get to the next step in your social media marketing goals. So now that we've wrapped up all the reasons I decided to do this program, which was the return on investment, it was cost effective, and I was able to do it at my own pace, let's talk about some of the things you can expect to get in the course. So this entire certification came with a total of 6 courses, and as I mentioned before, they estimated that it would take up to 7 months for you to complete it. You could complete it in a lesser time if you are going to be doing more hours than what they might recommend or what they suggest to you. So one thing I really loved is that with the platform, it was super user friendly. The platform that this program was done on was on Coursera. A lot of companies, like tech companies such as Meta and Google, I noticed that they started offering online courses. You will also realize that a lot of universities have started doing this as well. And so Coursera is their platform of choice for hosting their certification programs, and it allows people to do it at their own pace from anywhere in the world. So helping to bridge that gap in accessibility, which is something I really, really loved about it. It didn't matter where you were, this program was available for you to complete, and they have multiple languages as well. You also got a 7-day free trial if you didn't want to commit right away, which would allow you to kind of get a tour of, the program itself, to see what is actually in it, what you can expect. Even though when you go on the website, you will see an outline that tells you, I think that 7-day free trial was pretty attractive because it allowed you to know, maybe this is something I definitely should invest in right away. So for the Meta Social Media Marketing Professional Certificate in particular, here are the courses that you could expect. So there was Intro to Social Media Marketing, Social Media Management, Fundamentals of Social Media Advertising, Advertising with Meta, Measure and Optimize Social Media Marketing Campaigns. And the last one was the Meta Social Media Marketing Capsule. For that in particular, this was when you got an opportunity to just do the Meta Digital Associate certification. And so it wasn't like a full course in itself. It was really just you registering to do your exam and complete it. And as I mentioned before, that one was free of charge with doing this course. So you didn't have to pay the 100 and some that you normally have to pay for doing that certification, which was pretty cool. Another thing I really liked is that when you go on the website, you could actually click on the drop down menu to see the course details. So it literally breaks down for you exactly what you can expect to be doing in every single course. And with every course, they broke it down by week. So it wasn't this big old 15 hours that you had to do at one time. They broke it down by weeks, and it was like a mixture of videos, reading lessons, and also assignments and tests. I love the fact that there was no video that went past 10 minutes because at a certain time, I just get tired of hearing people talk. And so that made me also really enjoy doing it. Another thing I have to commend the platform for is that they really knew how to get you to have that dopamine hit, because they would allow you to kind of assign yourself the times that you want to do your courses, and it would help you know, okay, keep up the good work, you're right on track. Or if you finish something in time, it would let you know, oh, you're way ahead of the game. Those little things, those little notifications that you got while you were completing the course, my favorite. I love that gratification. Okay, so that's the courses. Now within the courses, as I mentioned, it's a mixture of videos, assignment, tests, quizzes. After every single week, you would get a quiz. Maybe sometimes after a module, there will also be a quiz for you to complete. At the very end of every single course, there is a test that you have to do to just basically test your knowledge. And you have to get at least 80% for you to be able to finish and move on to the next course. The thing I love though is even if you were to fail the test, it allow you to do it again. I believe you got 2 tries until if you maxed out that time, then you had to wait 24 hours before you could try again. So that was pretty cool of them to offer. Now, the thing about this program that I want to ensure that I am letting y'all know is if you're going to do this program, do it the right way. Don't try and rush through it and finish it and be lazy, because another thing that they do in the program is that they have graded assignments where you have to complete assignments And in order for you to get your grades as well, you have to grade other people's work. So you had peers who were also doing this at the same time as you. You would submit your assignments and you would get graded. Feedback as well to let them know what you could have improved on or did better, or they just complimenting you of what you did really great with the assignment. So 10 out of 10, my favorite part. I love that. That is actually something that motivated me to finish it, and it helped me at the same time to build up my portfolio. The main reason why they offer something like this is because they are aware that many people who are doing these programs or certifications, they're like me. You're transitioning to a new industry. You probably don't have a portfolio. So that was a way for them to help to give you that portfolio building experience that you could then apply to, working with clients, freelancing like I did, to help your portfolio a bit, just to make yourself more attractive. So one thing I forgot to mention is that in the event that you didn't finish all 6 courses in the program to get the certification, you actually still get a certificate at the end of every course. So remember, I listed out all the courses: intro to social media marketing, fundamentals of social media management, or whatever. You still get a certificate at the end of that you can still add to your LinkedIn, because things happen. Maybe you weren't able to finish the course in its entirety, but at least when you finish every single course, they still show you some sort of proof of completion, and it is still valid for you to add on your LinkedIn if you choose to do so. So a common question that I get from some people is, will I be guaranteed a job if I do this certification? And the short answer is, nothing is guaranteed, okay? So there are a lot of factors that go into you getting a job. I would say that the certification definitely gives you the foundation, also allows you to be attractive to recruiters who are probably looking for that kind of certification and experience. But at the same time, you still have to ensure that you have some experience. So use the time to build up a portfolio. If you can do freelance work, do that. All these things will help to make you like this ideal candidate to then help you with landing a job. All in all, I'll say that this program is perfect for beginners, or if you're trying to figure out whether or not social media marketing is something you'd like to do. It definitely gives you the foundational stuff as well as teaching you new things. Like for me, something new that I learned to the T was for advertising. So setting up advertising campaigns in Meta to run ads on Instagram or Facebook. Like that was something that I didn't really fully know how to do. So that was a new skill that I was able to gain. I won't say that it is the one thing that helped me to land a job. I would say that it is something that helped me for sure, because even though I was freelancing and I did have experience, as I mentioned, there were certain things I didn't really know. And so the certification program allowed me to get that experience for me to also be able to be more confident when I'm approaching clients and pitching to them, that I know what I'm doing because I have the training, the knowledge, and I also have experience in doing it. So yeah, that is my short answer for y'all. I will say for me personally, yes, I was able to land a job a couple months, I would say almost a year later after doing the program, but that required a lot of steps. I still had to build up a portfolio. It was also a matter of me networking with people who then were able to refer me for jobs. I did a bunch of interviews and finally I was able to land a job with a digital marketing agency. And so yeah, I would say, job hunting doesn't look one sort of way. You just have to really be strategic with it. But certifying yourself is definitely one way for you to be more attractive to job recruiters, because they are always looking for people who are certified in a certain area. So if after everything I've said you are considering doing this program, you can click the link in my description box. For the link, I am officially an affiliate partner with Coursera, and they have over 100 courses that you can choose from, not only from Meta, also Google. And as I mentioned, there are universities who are also offering online courses that you can take. For all of my friends who are trying to transition into tech, this is the perfect way for you to do that. If you're an immigrant and you're trying to get experience, you were in my similar situation, not being able to go back to school, this is another way for you to have access to pivoting in your career. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!